Tell us about this thing.
Well, this is a 1972 Honda CT70, also known as a Mini Trail 70. I found it in a barn. We did a little restoration on it. We're about 95% complete, and they're just a lot of fun. All the kids in my neighborhood had one, but I didn't, so I was always envious. So at 52 years old, I got my Mini Trail 70.
How many do you have?
I have 6 of them now.
Have you had it out on the trail yet?
Actually, I just started this one last week, so it's a maiden voyage this weekend. Still breaking in the motor a little bit. So we're just having a lot of fun with it.
All right.
Brings back a lot of memories. Back in the day.
You betcha, enjoy. These are the Buffalo Hot Chicken Wings, folks. They're a Tyson product. Tyson wings are found at your local Sam's Club or Costco back in the frozen food section. They're already pre-seasoned, pre-cooked, frozen. All you got to do is open the bag and throw them right on in. Works out simple and easy. Sir, bring your daughter over here. She looks hungry. Why is he laughing so hard, honey? You all need to just give him a kidney punch. There you go. Come on over here, folks. Just squeeze through that line. Just elbow your way through. They'll get out of your way. We got the Buffalo Hot Chicken Wings this morning. They're for breakfast. It's breakfast food has changed so much. I got sausages back there we'll be pulling out later. Sir, have they not told you not to wear white to a barbecue? I'm just warning you. Okay. You get home and you get sauce stains all up and down. You done it right. Trust me. You done it right. Make sure to stop under my tent, folks. We got potato salad samples. I got big bucket margaritas and Bloody Mary mixes over there from our friends at Master of Mixes. We got some party beads over there too. That's always fun. Come here, young man. You want seconds? You ready for seconds? There we go. Not like I'm gonna twist your arm. I'm gonna even throw 2 on there. Yo, are you that messy? You're welcome. Just there you go. Just wipe it on this guy's shirt. He'll never notice. There you go. Enjoy. Enjoy, enjoy. Folks, we got free food samples right up here on stage. Hey, there we go. These are the Buffalo Hot Chicken Wings. These are a Tyson product. Get it at the frozen food section of your local Sam's or Costco.
I don't know that I'd use any. You wouldn't even use any of these, would you?
They just didn't come together for some reason. Why do you think that is? It's 84.
What are you looking for? 190?
90. If it goes, you know what? If it goes 190 something, 89.
All right. When we take them off that smoker, I'm gonna start screwing with the ribs.
Yes. I think we just leave those here. I think those are good pieces. Okay. We'll just leave these right here. We've got turn-in pieces.
Okay, we're judging sauce category. The judges first judge on appearance in the cup, what they thought the consistency should be of a good barbecue sauce. Then they put it on their plate. Then they're judging on taste and texture. They'll look at it on their plate, what texture it should be, what they think it should be, consistency, what they think good barbecue sauce should look like in texture. Then they'll taste it on personal preference on their taste, judging from 9 to 2. 9 being excellent, 2 being bad.
And that's all the criteria.
That's the criteria for judging sauce.
Okay.
Number 1 was thick. It tasted fairly average. Number 2 and number 3 were a little on the thinner side. They had a fairly good flavor. Number 2 had a little better flavor than number 3. Number 4 was a little thin, and it had flecks of seasoning in it, and so its texture was fairly good. Its flavor was fairly good too. Number 5 was a little thicker. It had seasoning in it, and its flavor was very good. Number 6, its texture, it was thicker, it had seasoning in it, and its texture was really good, and I thought the flavor was really good and had a little smoky taste to it.
In the first sample, what you have here is, each sauce needs somewhat of a viscosity to it. So with the first one, the viscosity is almost a little too thick. Sits heavy on the palate. The second sample, the viscosity is a little too light. The taste was fairly good. If we move to the third sample, a little on the sweet, a little bit of the heat as well. The fourth sample is kind of interesting. It has more of a bright citrus undertones mixed in with the flavor. It would be interesting on a chicken or another white kind of meat. The fifth sample, to me, was very good. One of the things you find is a smoky undertone. Definitely feels more like a barbecue sauce in the tongue, a little bit on the thin side. The final sample was a bit too thick. The chunkiness of the material and the ingredients actually were closer to almost like a topping rather than a sauce.
Thank y'all very much.
I mean, I don't know what I'd use any. You wouldn't even use any of these, would you?
They just didn't come together for some reason. Why do you think that is? It's 84.
What are you looking for? 190?
90. If it goes, you know what? If it goes 190 something, maybe in
All right. When we come off that smoker, I'm gonna start screwing with the ribs.
Yes. I think we just leave those here. I think those are good pieces. We'll just leave these right here. We've got turn-in pieces.
You might be on a commercial.
It might be a comedy.
Didn't help a whole lot, did it? Are those Andy's tongs or are those y'all's?
These are mine.
I think we've got some just like them. Are they the ones that you have to turn over to open?
We're not that fancy.
Oh, okay.
These are Sam's specials. That look
It's
okay?
real good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we got a bald spot here.
Rotate.
All right.
There you go. Oh, my.
Very nice.
I am impressed.
How's the presentation?
How you like it? Look good?
Does that look like they did?
Most of them were about the same, except number 4. The appearance and the taste and the tenderness was not up to par with the rest of them. And number 5, as far as the skin on my piece that I had, the skin was okay. It was average, and tenderness was average, and appearance was also. So if I was judging as the number 1 on there, I'd say it would be number 2 or number 3.
Was actually probably my favorite out of the 6, and it was just a good rib. It was cooked well and had a nice flavor on it. The second one, it was pretty, but there wasn't a whole lot of meat on the sides, and I think it was just a little bland. Number 3 was dry and overcooked. Number 4 tasted pretty good, but it was mushy, and the meat on it was way overcooked, and it came off the bone. The last one, it was not a bad rib as far as the taste goes, but it was borderline and a little overcooked. But overall, they were pretty good ribs.
Number 1 was a pretty good rib. Mine was a little bit tough. Number 2 I thought was excellent. Number 3 mine was kind of dry and tasteless. Number 4 and 5 I thought both tasted real good and both of them were overcooked. Number 5 particularly was way overcooked.
I've never seen a rib I didn't like. But number 1 was above all the best. Number 2 had a little bit different taste that I didn't really particularly like. 3 was just a little bit dry. 4 had a lot of sauce on it, trying to cover up, I guess, the cooking of it. May have been just a bit overcooked. And number 5 was maybe within a good rib also, but it was overcooked too.
Number 1 was a very good rib. Number 2 still had the membrane on it. It was tasted well. Number 3 was rather tough and very dry. Number 4 was completely overcooked, as was number 5.
Okay, I can't say that anything he said I wouldn't have said anyway. So number 1 was definitely my favorite, and as he said, the last 2 were definitely overcooked.
Okay, number 1 was my favorite. And appearance-wise, the ribs were inconsistent in the box. They were thin ribs, thick ribs. Number two, the membrane was on the back, and it was extremely hard to get the rib off. It had a pretty good taste. Number 3, it was so tough you could hardly get it off the bone. Number 4 was just way overcooked. Just about every bit of the meat came off the bone. The taste of it, it just had a unique taste to it. It didn't taste like a rib. And number 5 had extremely too much smoke. It was way overcooked.
Normally I don't cover my money muscles because they usually turn out pretty good, but I just don't like them. Just don't like them today.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have a chance to put more of that in there.
Pretty decent brisket. There was one, number 5, that was pretty tough, but it had an okay flavor. We had some others that were number 2, number 3 that were a little overcooked, but overall we had some pretty good brisket today.
Okay, I agree with my colleague. Number 5 was actually a little tough. Number 2 and number 3 were a little overcooked, but the flavor on them were really good. 1 and number 4, I think, were our best choices of the bunch.
In my opinion, all 5 of them were pretty tough. And bit into number 2, and it tasted like salt exploded in my mouth. It was just over-seasoned.
I'll agree. All 5 were overcooked. The last 2 were the best of the 5, but Nothing real moist, nothing real tender out of any of the 5. But taste was fair on all of them. Just
Up here, this is a Kavanaugh sausage. Folks, y'all hungry? Come on over and see me. No, you just ate. Good. It's only little bitty samples, so it won't fill you up. Little dab will do you. There you go. This guy ain't shy. Come up here, sir. How you doing?
Doing good.
Wonderful. Give that a shot. That's a spicy sausage. This is a Kavanaugh sausage, only found at your local Sam's Clubs. They make a spicy, a Polish, and a regular smoked sausage. Nice and tasty. You can find it over in the deli meat section of your local Sam's Clubs. You're very welcome. Honey, you can come up here closer too. I don't bite. Okay. Folks, I still got free food samples right up here on stage. Come on over and see me. There you go. You better walk faster, buddy. It's getting cold. Who am I kidding? I got more. We're keeping it hot.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself? You like potato salad too? Did you give it to her first? What a gentleman. Does he do that at home too? Oh man, that's a keeper. That's awesome. What a nice guy. You get the hot stuff. There you go. You're very welcome. I got free potato salad samples right under the tent over here, folks. Our friends at Racers Fine Foods. How y'all doing? You come for the show? You're a little early, but that's all right.
If you're having one.
Yes, ma'am, I am at 2 o'clock.